Good afternoon. I'm Glenn Lotman, principal of Woodbridge High School. Today I'd like to welcome Superintendent Dr. Massimino, Mayor McCormick, Deacon Peter Barcelona, Vice Principal Ms. Penko, Acting Vice Principal Mr. Casey. We have three teachers here, Ms. Kaminsky, we have Ms. Beck, and we have Ms. Mizak here with some students to kick off the Castacan celebration. It is truly an honor that Woodbridge High School gets to be the venue to kick off this celebration. I'm excited about the opportunity our students will have to visit our local polling places to collect canned goods for our food pantry. Events like this make it obvious to our students how important it is to give back to our community, as well as how vital it is for everyone to get out and vote. So for Woodbridge High School to be a part of this, it's truly an honor. I'm eternally grateful, and I want to thank everyone who put this program together, and it's for our students, our town, and for everybody. At this point, I'd like to welcome our mayor, Mayor McCormick. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks. Thank you very much, Principal Lotman. Let me give you a quick story of how this all started. A local teacher at the time, and Colonia resident Joyce Brown, was traveling in Rhode Island on vacation and saw a town up there doing this, and she thought it would be a great idea, and she brought it back to Woodbridge, and I knew her, and she came to see us and said, what do you think of this? And of course, right away we thought it was amazing and wonderful, so we decided to adopt it, and we've been doing it ever since. So we encourage people to bring a can or box of food when they go to vote, and either that night or the next morning, students go out to pick up the food. They're off that week in November, always because of the holiday, the student holidays, and works out terrifically. And Peter Barcelona can speak in a minute to what that means to us as far as the 11 food pantries we have. But I just want to thank the school district. It's an amazing cooperative effort, but it's one of so many we can't even count the number of ways that the town and the Board of Ed work together to help each other. So at this point, I'd like to introduce my partner in working to make Woodbridge the best town around, because you can't be the best town around unless you have the best schools around, and we do, and that's because of the leadership of Dr. Joe Massimino. Doc?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor McCormick. It's well known that the administration of Woodbridge Township has long been a very supportive partner of the school district. This event is just one fine example of that. As a former history teacher, you talk about the importance of being civic-minded and voting, and now we combine that with the idea of charitable action and supporting our community. You know, I've done a lot of work with Mr. Barcelona as a principal, assistant superintendent, and superintendent. Eternally grateful for his support, and the students standing behind me. This is such a wonderful lesson for them. It highlights the importance of civic action and being an active citizen and upstander, and I think we have the finest examples here in Woodbridge Township. So, you know, on behalf of the school board and central office, I just want to thank Mayor McCormick and his entire team. He puts these things together regularly. The partnership is something that I'm eternally grateful for. Dr. Lotman and his administrative staff, as well as the teaching staff and the students, do a phenomenal job, and it's just wonderful to have these things exist in our district. So thank you very much, and now bring Mr. Barcelona up to talk a little bit more about the work that's done.
Thank you, Dr. Massimino, and Mayor McCormick, thank you. On behalf of the people that we serve, roughly 1,400 families currently avail themselves of our 11 food pantries on a monthly basis. The pantries are a very busy place, and the need is great. So we make it very simple. We bring these boxes to your polling place. When you come to vote, bring a can, food, box good, jar of food, whatever, something non-perishable. Leave it in the box. These great students behind us in our school district will actually pick up the food, bring it back to our central location, and that food the next day will be in our food pantries. So it's very simple. We make it very simple. Bring a box of food, non-perishable. Bring it to your polling place, and we'll take the rest from there. But on behalf of the people that I serve here at We Feed Woodbridge, we appreciate the mayor's support always, and Dr. Massimino and the school district support as we continually run food drives throughout the year in our school district. The kids are great. We need the help. So on behalf of the people that we serve here in Woodbridge, thank you.
If you could, you mentioned 1,400. When we were standing here 3 years ago in the Oval out there, what was the number pre-COVID?
Roughly 600 families.
More
than doubled our families in the last 3 years. And as we know, as food prices increase and what it costs to live, gas, food, the prices rise. More and more people are seeking our help, and the situation is donations are generally lower now because of obviously the rise in food costs. So any help that we can get, we partner with the local supermarkets, Wegmans, Acme, Stop and Shop, ShopRite. We partner with other local businesses, bakeries and stuff, to get food goods into our food pantry. So it's a community effort, or actually it's a area-wide effort. We work with Middlesex County with their program called Replenish. We work with the Community Food Bank of New Jersey and Hillside. So we're constantly tapping new sources that will supplement what we're missing from the people that are actually struggling right now. So.
And if you also could, we're going to talk about it in a couple of weeks when we have the actual ribbon cutting of the facility, but the Woodbridge Knights of Columbus on the corner of Main and 35, we now rent some space, and we used a grant to get freezers and refrigerators so that now we can accept donations of frozen food and refrigerated food where we couldn't do that years ago at this event. We couldn't do that. Now we can.
Correct. That's correct. We've acquired the space, the first and second floor of the Knights of Columbus on Main Street and Amboy Avenue. The mayor was vital in securing that location for us. For years, we've been looking for a place as a backup storage facilities. Our pantries, some of our pantries are challenged as far as space is concerned. So now what we've created is it's not a distribution site, but it's going to be it's a site that will bring bulk deliveries to, and then our pantry will use that as a pickup site. As the mayor said, we have about 120 square feet of freezer space and refrigerator space that we purchased through a grant, upgraded the electricity in the building. So we have a place now that we have access to storage, so we can receive bulk deliveries from Replenish in the county and from the community bank at Hillside. So it's a blessing for us, because in the past we were storing food in different locations. So now at least we have a central location where we can store food and distribute directly to our food pantries.
All right, thank you. So last year, I guess I picked some people at random to speak, and I zeroed in on poor Julie over there. And when I asked this year if there were any volunteers, she said, "No, you picked me last year randomly." I said, "Good, I'm picking you again this year." So Julie, come on up and tell us the importance of why you're here today and what it represents and what it means to people.
Hi, so my name is Julie, and I'm Vice President of Rho Kappa here at WHS. And part of what we do is Rho Kappa, we demonstrate our civic duties and responsibilities by helping out our community. So I think that participating in food drives and things like Cast a Can are really, really important, because we don't always recognize how privileged we are. And things like this, it's kind of second nature, like, oh, we wake up in the morning and we have breakfast. Well, some people don't always have that opportunity to just, it's not like second nature to them like it is to us. So me and other members of Rho Kappa will be going around and picking up all of the donations that are given for Cast a Can and during the elections. So it'd be really great if we could all chip in to bring some donations for the food drive.
Wow, that's terrific. I also picked on Davin over there. I saw he had a shirt that said Boy State. I know what Boy State means. It means he's in the upper echelon of the kids in his class. He got picked to go there. It's a wonderful honor, so I asked Davin if he would like to say a few words.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Don Kress, and I'm just a student here at Woodbridge High School. I've not had the pleasure of being in Rho Kappa, the Honor Society. This food drive, it's a great part of being a citizen of not only Woodbridge Township, but also of the United States. How we can help people also performing our own civic duties of voting and participating in our democracy. So that's really just it. I'd just like to say that this participation of two civic duties in a row is a very smart move.
Terrific. So you say Kress, your name was?
Yes, sir.
Are you MJ Kress?
That is my grandmother, sir, yes.
That's your grandmother?
Yes.
So that means are you one of the ones in the Young Marines?
Yes, sir.
Wow, that's cool. That's a great program. So we got a Rho Kappa and we got a Young Marine speaking for this. That's terrific. That's terrific.